Hey there folks, Martin from Matthew Studio Equipment coming to you once again from my backyard. We can't thank you enough for the support, for following, for sharing with your friends, for all your comments, and most of all, for your questions. With no questions, there can be no answers. Am I right? This one question here we got from multiple folks. If you're a young production company just starting out, if you're a grip just starting to build your equipment package, what are those first few pieces of gear you want to invest in so you're not renting the same stuff over and over and over again? If you are shooting on location or studio and you realize you're using the same gear over and over, make that investment so you're self-sufficient, so you're not having somebody else supply you with that stuff and you're throwing that money away. You make that initial investment and now you have that gear to use, and you also have that gear to be able to rent out when you're not using it. There's awesome services online now like ShareGrid and Kit Split and all sorts of different stuff. You can Google it. Many resources out there, and that's really cool. It's not something that was around back in the day, so really cool that those services are out there. Matthew Studio Equipment, we're all about supporting the folks who buy our gear. If you're part of the Matthews family, you're there for service and support and maintenance. We are really proud of being able to get you the parts and the service to keep the gear working and helping you complete your creative endeavors, helping that gear make you money. I'm pointing over to the gear I'm going to talk about. It's right there. I'm not just pointing into the air. And it's really important to us that we know and that you know that you're in good hands. We're not going to say, just buy another. We're going to say, no, let's get your gear up and running. Let's keep it working. We got people that come in to Matthews with a 25-year-old stand, and they say, hey, can you just make this thing work again? I bought it a long time ago. I realize this has some wear and tear, but we take it in, we give it some TLC, replace a few little things, and guess what? It's right back out there making you money again. That's what we're all about. We're not just going to tell you, buy another. It's something we're proud of. Moving on to the gear. The first thing I'm going to talk about, building block of the industry. Oh, the full Apple box. Boy, I've never walked onto a set or onto a grip truck and not been able to find one of these guys. They're awesome. Matthews Apple boxes are rock solid. It's 9-ply Baltic birch. We got extremely strong support in the center here. We got handholds that go all the way through. Boom, boom. So in the other tutorial, you can see you can slide a rope all the way through it. It's really awesome. It comes in different dimensions. This is the full Apple. We also have the pancake, which is 1/8 the size of this. We have the quarter the size, and a half. We also have all of those available in the mini, so it's going to be around that big, picture above my hand, in the pancake, the quarter, and the half. Those are awesome for the back seat of cars. If you're shooting in a movie theater and you don't have much clearance in between the seats, great place to use a mini full or mini half. Different tools for different jobs. It's awesome to have a bunch of them. Luckily, grips, grip trucks, grip carts, we have an inexhaustible supply of these things. So in the morning, when everyone comes up to our carts and they're like, hey guys, can I get an Apple box? Or hey, the director needs an Apple box for his mocha javachino latte or whatever it is, no sweat. Take them, keep them, put them wherever you want. There's a tree back in Gripland that we just pluck these things off of. They grow, I'm being facetious. No one ever brings these back, yet everybody seems to need them. Really smart departments, they buy their own, they paint them a color, and they're like, hey, that's effects box, that's sounds box, that's set dressings box. Whatever it is, people know how important they are, and they bring them back to us. So please, bring them back to us. At the end of the day, when people are driving home, or they're taking a shower, or they're already at the bar, I'm doing a 2-hour wrap out. 45 minutes of that wrap out entails me looking for that box that the producer's dog walker's assistant took to somewhere that is off limits for the crew, like the master bedroom suite. And in the bathtub or in the shower, I find this thing stuffed with Cheeto wrappers, and I'm like, oh cool, I found our box, now I get to go home. All right, enough with my rant. They're very important, and please return them to the grips. We need them, we love them. We can't close the doors on the truck without them. So Apple boxes, buy them, invest in them, they're great. If I were gonna have a small package and a van package or a small studio space, I'd get 4 complete sets, 4 fulls, 4 quarters, 4 halves, 4 pancakes, as well as 2 extra fulls. So I'd have 6 fulls and then 4 of everything else. That's a wonderful starting point. If you're going to raise up a table, you're going to need 4 of everything, raise up a chair, whatever it is. So good round number. And now I'm going to be able to use this in my next demo of the next crucial piece of gear that you want to invest in. Here we go. I'm a grip. I love them. I need them. They're my everything. Let me back up so you can see it. It's a 40-inch CStand. This one has a 40-inch arm and a sliding leg. So it's the 40-inch sliding leg CStand. It's not just a cool name. That's exactly what it does. This leg, it slides. So if someone says, hey, grip, I need you to put your CStand right here on this staircase. Pretend that's a staircase. I can say, no sweat, here we go. Oh no, what do? It's never gonna work on the staircase. It will with the sliding leg CStand. Check that out, guys. The leg slides. It's not just a fun name. It works. Wait, it doesn't look. I'm on slanted ground. There we go. Adjustment made. Boom. I now have my CStand set on a staircase. And then they say, okay, moving on over here, grip, bring your CStand. We're now shooting on the bleachers. And we need you to put that CStand right here on the bleacher and say, no sweat. I have now set my CStand on the bleachers. And look at that, sliding leg CStands. Ideal for when working on location, when you have a lot of uneven terrain and you're working in tight spots. This is a wonderful, wonderful tool to have. If I were going to have 10 CStands, 6 of them would be 40-inch sliding leg CStands. They're awesome tools. I love them. Can't get enough of them. Moving right along, I'm going to pull out another CStand. It's going to look the same at first to the naked eye, but I'm going to tell you about the differences. Here it is. It looks the same. It's beautiful. It's chrome. Also available in black. Love it. Need it. C plus CStand. Why? Because it's a CStand plus. When you spin that little T-handle right there, you go pop that out, and we have a removable base. You now have a riser. They can still be used as a riser. You can put it into a junior wall plate. You can use the arm. You can use the head. You can use the riser as a boom. You can use it for all sorts of stuff. But this is the guy I'm all about right here. When you have this guy, you now have a low stand that will receive a junior pin. That's a junior receiver right there. Side note, Matthews Studio, we're all about standardization of the junior pin and the baby pin. Ed Phillips, years ago, went to all the different equipment manufacturers, all the different studios, the grip docs making their own gear, the lighting docs making their own stands and their own gear, and he said, hey guys, how about we standardize these measurements so that all the gear can be used together? Some people did inch pins, some people had 2-inch pins, whatever it was, they weren't the same. So he said, can we just have an 1 1/8", which is a junior, and a 5/8 baby pin? And that way everything will be interchangeable. The departments can use each other's stands. Boom. Took a little bit of work, but people agreed. And now we have the junior receiver and the baby pin. If you have something that you need to mount on here that isn't a junior receiver, we have a wonderful little investment you can make. Not a big investment, but an amazingly awesome, useful piece of gear. And I'm going to call it the Spud adapter. Yes, it has other names. Yes, many of you know what it is. No, I'm not going to say it because we're going to keep this family friendly, but you can put it in the comments below. Tell me what you've heard this called. It's a 5/8 to junior adapter, 5/8 to 1 1/8 adapter, or baby to junior adapter. And you just pop it right in there. And now you can use this guy. Whoa, I just hit my camera support, guys. It's all right. Built tough, Matthews equipment. Holding steady. We now have a low stand to be able to mount smaller lamps, and then if you want to mount that larger lamp, that whatever it is, boom, you now have your junior receiver. Spud adapter, baby to junior adapter, 5/8 to 1 1/8 adapter, and then whatever you might call it out there in the field. Really great piece of gear. And then I'll show you how the bases of these guys, it's a spring-loaded base. Fold it just like that. Easy peasy. There you go. So we have the 40-inch CStand with a sliding leg. We have the 40-inch CStand with the removable base, which is the C plus stand. I would have 6 of those sliding leg CStands, and then I'd have 2 of these. I'm not going to use these all the time, but when I need one, it's wonderful to have a couple options. You know, so 6 of the sliding leg, 2 of the removable base. And what are the other 2 that I would want? because there's many different C-stands out there. I'll show you. We call them shorties. We call them 20 inches. We call them low boys. Many people call them other stuff. I'd be interested to know what you call them. So let me know in the comments below what you and your crew call these or what you've heard them called. There's certain actors' names that might have been slightly small in stature, and they name them that guy or the other guy. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know if that's so nice, but let me know in the comments. That's always fun. That's a safe place, right? All right, so this guy happens to be the C Plus base right here. So it's a 20-inch stand, just like the last one I showed you. That's going to come undone. Boom. Really cool. And then we have the sliding leg as well available in this guy. I would have one with the removable base and one sliding leg low boy 20-inch stand, shorty, whatever you're going to call it. That's going to make 10 C-stands. That's an amazingly strong start right there. So I'd have 6 of the sliding leg C-stand, 6 of the sliding leg C-stand. I'd have 2 of the C Plus 40-inch stands, and then I would have 20-inch stands, 1 of each. So 1 sliding leg and 1 C Plus base. That's going to give you 10 C-stands. That's going to give you more than enough when you're just starting out. And moving on to the other side of the carts, to the electricians. If you're just starting out, a lot of folks do G&E. You do grip and electric, and you want to be able to have a way to mount your lights. You don't want to have to use a C-stand every time you're going to be mounting a light, or else you're going to be out of C-stands. So it's wonderful to have a couple of these awesome stands. This is a beefy baby right here. It's really cool. It's used for mounting lights most often, and it's really intelligently designed. We have steel legs down here, so they're very strong. They're steel. They give you a good amount of weight down low. You have a Rocky Mountain leg, so once again, if you're on uneven terrain, boom, that one slides out. And it has an anchor, so it's not going to fall all the way out. That's as far as it's going to go. And boom, we're back to standard base right there. So I was saying these are steel. Very important that you have a solid weighted base down below, even though you're going to bag every stand, right? But right here, aluminum riser. Right here, aluminum riser. Right here, oh, this is another aluminum riser. But wait, what's this? This little guy up top, the one that looks like the smallest and the weakest. He's steel. That's strong right there. Strong like ox, goes up high, little skinny mini guy, but it's gonna be really strong and robust. The aluminum guys down here, they're nice and thick. They're not gonna go on you as often as the little guy would. So we kept those aluminum so that it keeps the weight down. And we made this riser here steel. So it's able to take even your largest light that has a baby receiver. So it's gonna be like a 20-pound light. But anyhow, really awesome stand. Electricians use them all the time. I've used them from time to time. You can put a C-stand arm, head and arm on here. Use them like that as well. Once again, standardization of all of our pins. Really cool. Everything can be used with one another. I'm starting to babble and mess up my words here, but I'm going to keep going because these wonders can be a tough thing to do. And it's getting hot and the sun's coming around. So here we go. Moving on to the next piece of gear. If you're not going to be investing in these heavier stands, these kit stands, you're not going to have a lot of lights in your kit. You want something a little bit lighter, less heavy duty. We have an array of kit stands. They're awesome. They're wonderful for mounting your lights. And we have little guys, we have big guys. They're really, really wonderful. They're lightweight. We also have a kit stand. Let me lay this down right there. Don't worry, it's robust gear. I can drop it. It's going to do just fine. We have a kit stand that also has a steel top riser. This one doesn't happen to be one of those, but we have those as well. So those are some initial pieces of gear that I would really recommend. We have the spud adapter, a really good tool. Nice to have to be able to turn those C Plus stands into low bases that accept the baby receivers. But what else am I into, guys? You know it. I know it. It's the Mathelini. It's an awesome piece of gear. It's fun to use. You don't need tools for it. Don't throw a wrench on this thing. Use your hand. It's easy. You just spin it. Got parallel jaws. Awesome clamp to have in your kit if you're going to be building that bit of gear. Get a few of these guys. I'd say 4 end jaws, 2 mid jaws. That's a wonderful start. And last but certainly not least is the thing that keeps me so strong. It's dirt satchels. sandbags, sacks. Let me know what you call them. Sandbags are awesome. Any stand you put up there, anytime you're rigging gear onto a stand, you gotta have sandbags on the base. And guess what? Here, I got a chance to talk about this. I try to talk about it often. When you set a sandbag on a stand, make sure that that bag is hanging. You see, what I mean is when it's down there, you're going to want it to swing. You want to know that gravity is pulling. My daughter just fell on the scooter, but she seems to be all right. Mama's headed over there right now. Come on, I'm just trying to get through this video. You see this guy? It's hanging, it's swinging. Gravity is still involved there. If I were to put this bag on the back leg and it's just sitting on the ground, look it comes right out. The bag was always on the ground. It wasn't holding anything down because gravity wasn't engaged. It was just sitting there. So always make sure your bag is hanging. Thank you once again for listening. Matthew Studio Equipment bringing you the tips and the tricks, and share this with your friends. Ask more questions. Comment below. Appreciate you. Take care of each other.